Good morning, students. We are studying lesson 2 microorganisms. We are doing exercises of lesson 2 and we are doing exercise B. Answer briefly. So today we will start with question number 5. We have done till question number 4 and today we will start with question number 5. Now students continuing with the exercise B. Answer briefly. So children, our question number 5 is, what is the role of bacteria in increasing soil fertility? So children, we all know that bacteria are also helpful in increasing soil fertility. So our answer is, bacteria helps in increasing soil fertility by taking part in number 1, nitrogen fixation. Bacteria fix nitrogen and makes it available to plants. Children, you all know some bacteria live in the roots of leguminous plants such as pea, bean and gram. These bacteria form root nodules and are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into suitable, usable form like nitrates. Atmospheric nitrogen cannot be used by plants as such, but it can be used in the form of nitrates. The process of fixation of atmospheric nitrogen into suitable forms that plants can use is called nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation also increases the soil fertility. Now the next point is decomposition of organic matter. Microorganisms also decompose dead things to simple chemical inorganic substances. Such microorganisms are thus called decomposers. They include fungi and certain bacteria which live in the soil. These feed on waste materials such as dead plants and animals as well as animal droppings. Thus, decomposition of organic matter release nutrients in the soil which also help in increasing the fertility of the soil. And now the third point is soil aggregation. Means microbes also improves the soil structure which also help in increasing the soil fertility. Now the next question is question number 6. What general precautions or measures should be taken to prevent microbial diseases? Children, we have to write only general precautions and measures. So our answer is general precautions / measures taken to prevent microbial diseases are: number 1, drink boiled water. Second one, eat properly cooked food. You should not eat raw food. It may contain microorganisms. Number 3 is maintain good sanitation. You have to maintain proper hygienic practices so that you can be neat and clean. Now the 4th point is keep personal articles of the patient away from those of others. Children, if there is anybody who is having infection, so you have to keep personal articles of that person away from those of others and yourself also. Number 5 is get vaccinated at proper age. Children, you all know what is vaccination, and children are properly vaccinated so that they can prevent various microbial diseases. Like some of the diseases can be prevented only by the vaccination process. So children, what are vaccines? The substance used to produce immunity to diseases in the living body. So the next question is, mention the various advantages of food preservation. So what is food preservation, children? The process by which spoilage of food by microorganism is prevented is called food preservation. Methods of food preservation help to: number 1, kill the organisms present in the food, and second, stop them from growing again. So let's see what are the advantages of food preservation. Number 1 point is food preservation prevents the food from being spoiled by the action of enzymes and microorganisms. Now the second point is food preservation increases the safe storage period of foodstuff. By the method of food preservation, food can be stored for longer periods of time. Third point is it increases the availability of out of season foodstuff. Some vegetables and fruits are available only in one season, but by the methods of food preservation we can also make them available in the out of season period also. So food preservation is a very important technique for storing and for preserving food items for longer periods. Now the next and the last question is, how will you preserve the following food items? Number 1 is milk. Milk is preserved by pasteurization method. Second one is jam. Jam is preserved by use of chemicals. Third is cereals. Cereals are generally preserved by drying method. Drying method is also known as dehydration. Next is pickles. Pickles are preserved by salting method. Salting means use of salt. Number 5th is dry fruits. Dry fruits are preserved by the canning method. Number F is cauliflower. Cauliflower is also preserved by the canning method. So children, that completes our exercise B. Now what your assignment for today is? Write all the question answers that we have done today in your notebook and learn them also. I hope you must have understood the topic. Okay, thank you children.